I'm at Retro World Expo. You see, I now am part owner of this expo. I've been running SoCal Gaming Expo for a couple years now with my buddies Lance, Chris, and Ricky. And SoCal Gaming Expo has been such a good success, and we absolutely love working together that we decided that we gotta own Retro World together and do it together down here. So today, y'all are gonna get a crazy behind the scenes look at everything that goes on putting this together, the difference between SoCal, California and Hartford, Connecticut, and also the big secret. I think I might be spending $10,000 at like one booth. We'll explain later. So right now we are actually not open yet, and this is a general scale of how big this place is. It is beautiful, it is nice, it is clean. It feels weird to be running an expo in a different place. Just 2 short years ago, we started running SoCal, and now to be running another convention is like a total dream come true. Right now, as vendors load in, I will notice there is a huge difference already that I can point out between running an expo at SoCal and running one in Hartford, Connecticut, is that there's less sense of urgency to be rushing into the expo, into the con. In SoCal, when the vendor area opens, vendors are boom, 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 get there quick, get there now, next, line, line, line. Here in Connecticut, they kind of trickle in at their own pace, which is, I will say, a lot less stressful for Ricky, who runs the vendor stuff. I don't think he's finished being set up yet. Maybe he is. So while we're still obviously in the setup stage, as I mentioned, one of my favorite things that we don't have at SoCal is cars. Now, obviously this is a covered car right now. This is a Knight Rider car. This is the beautiful Men in Black car, just looking so beautiful. Ghostbusters over here, and beautiful looking Sweet Tooth over there. And I hope Ricky is being yelled at by a vendor right now. No, I'm just kidding, they're friends, they're friends, they're friends. You guys are friends, right? No! Oh. Okay, one of the coolest things by far, long shot, is this freaking wrestling ring. I love this, it is so cool. I've been watching people practice. I actually think any minute there's supposed to be like one of the wrestlers, a big headliner, he's supposed to be entering the ring any minute now. I'm not sure what his name. Oh, El Churro's here. Ricky! Ooh, I didn't see this vehicle. This thing is cool. Landed it. Keep spending most of my life living in a gangster's paradise. Okay, I promise you we're gonna go shopping soon at vendors once this place opens, but this is massive. I gotta point this out, my friends. When Ricky and I bought into ownership of this place, I did not realize that we were actually buying into all of these arcade cabinets. At SoCal, we rent all of those arcade cabinets. We paid like $10,000 for people to come set it up, tear it down, do all that jazz. These are all ours. This is part of Retro World Expo. What a doozy it was. We went to a storage locker to check these out when we opened the storage unit. There's a video on Instagram. You could see the place open up and there's just like 30, 40 arcade machines, probably more, just all looking really beautiful. I stuttered. By the way, he randomly told me earlier he wants to be in a video, so there he is. This console free play area is freaking huge and stacked. Holy cow. Good grief, Matilders. This thing is bigger than my Wii. So this is Chris. You may recognize him from Playgirl magazine. What is the biggest difference to you of running this convention versus running SoCal?
Man, blue cheese, dude. It is amazing out here. You had it the other night.
You had to bring up blue cheese in this? This is the biggest difference, blue cheese?
Sorry, it was the first thing that came to mind. So the biggest difference between SoCal and Retro World, yeah. East and West Coast?
Running the expo.
The people in Connecticut, I would say we are, because I'm a native.
Go ahead, say it.
I'm a native.
Say it.
We are a little bit more rough around the edges. California is a very like, hey, let's go surfing today.
I thought you were going to say the opposite. Okay.
No, but we're just like, it's like, I think I warned you guys when you come in. I'm like, be careful, Northeast. We're a little bit on edge out here. So
you heard it here first. Chris hates you.
Get out of it.
As we head back in here, I want to show you absolutely one of the most beautiful booths I have seen in a very long time. And that's walking in right here to my homie's booth with Curtis here. I mean, this is just unbelievably gorgeous way to walk in. I mean, look at this signage. It's gorgeous, it's bold, it's bright, it's right when you walk into one of these doors. The only thing I would say bad about this booth is Curtis is here. Easily one of the most curated, beautiful booths I've seen in a long time. You have the Virtual Boy kiosk. They have vintage t-shirts, the kind that are just beautiful to look at. Unbelievable amount of displays. You have a freaking, look at this, Amoeba jacket down here. You have a Konami vintage jacket right there. This is the booth that makes me go, oh, mommy, 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 puppy, puppy. All right, explain to me, sir.
I'm listening.
How you have, how many of these?
I only have 12 left. I started with 38, all Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, and Sega. You go on the road, you meet people, you find stuff. That's all I can say. If you're always hustling, you'll always find stuff.
So you stole them all?
Yeah, I stole them all.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now about that $10,000 that I mentioned earlier, let me make something very clear. I have a goal in mind to spend at least $10,000, well hopefully, at one booth. And the reason I want to do that is simple. I don't only, well let me make this clear, I don't only want to spend $10,000 at one booth. I would love to spend money at all booths. A deal is a deal and I won't pass up a deal. But the reason is a lot of times when, my legs are far too spread for sitting like this. A lot of times when you buy a super large amount of something from somebody, I'm talking an egregious amount, like anywhere upwards of $10,000, your deal is likely to be that much better. And when I'm traveling so far from home, I'm trying to get the best deal I can on items, so I'm willing to spend a poop ton of money at a booth in order to get a much bigger deal. And of course, I would love to support all the vendors, and I'm probably going to, but I want to spend as much as I can at one, so that discount is much bigger. I'm gonna use this chair later to smash Ricky over the head in the wrestling ring. Ricky! It's crazy, no matter how long I've been in the scene, doing conventions, gaming conventions, running conventions now, I don't think I'll ever tire of just like looking at a curated pile of video games and nerdy nostalgia stuff. Again, not just, you know, you got cards, VHS. They have a lot of good VHS here as well too. This whole block right here is good VHS. It's just a beautiful world, man. Here's my boy Sprooch's booth.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Dude, why are you so weak and skinny?
Because I'm a fat kid? I don't know. Well, I don't know. I got nothing. It threw me on the spot.
So what's the coolest thing at your booth?
I don't know. I got a lot of cool stuff. I think something that's really cool that I don't see very often. I have 5 Robs down in the front, but this is a cool piece that I picked up. First time I've had one in my possession is an Atari Lynx, but to make it even better.
Uh-oh, here we go, the reveal.
So, a couple games.
Okay.
Nothing crazy.
Okay.
But it's got the sun shield on it, so you could play it without having an issue.
Play while tanning, dude.
Yeah.
My kind of console.
You know, and it's super clean. It works fantastic. Bunch of paperwork. It's just, I've never had one in all the years of doing this, and it could be yours today.
Dude, quit trying to sell me things. I found the world famous awkward face maker when Retro Rick dances. How do you feel about your internet fame of being the one with the wild face expressions when Rick dances?
I'm waiting for my check, that's all I can say.
Oh, you're waiting for a paycheck?
Yeah, I do.
I'll make sure Rick takes care of that for you. I'm sorry about that. We'll get you compensated. Booths like this are always super cool to look at because you can just tell the vendor puts so much care and love into what they do. Like, they love not only gaming and this world and toys and nostalgia, but they put care and love into their business. So stuff like this is just really cool to see them take so much pride in a booth like this. This is awesome. So this video is not sponsored by Encore, but I gotta plug them because they're the best. If you're looking for like the coolest place to buy and sell video games, I'm telling you, I use it all the time. This isn't one of those things where it's like, oh, they paid me to say it and I like it now. Yes, that happens early on in sponsors, but some sponsors you fall in love with. And Encore, I have fallen in love with. Oh gosh, my camera's gonna hit the thing. Oh! In fact, a lot of the really cool stuff that I'm gonna be buying today, I'll probably be selling on Encore. I love the app, you gotta check it out. They do drops like every day where basically at like 6 o'clock or 9 o'clock, depending where you are, people just drop a bunch of stuff. They go live for 60 seconds or so. And it's a fun, hype way to buy stuff. Just check, I promise you, check it out. If you hate it, in person. You can come to me in person and slap Ricky standing next to me if you don't like it. Yeah, who's in my bed? How do you feel about that? I can tell you the weirdest part about that, you like didn't even budge.
I was just like, I accepted it.
I felt it loosen up a little too.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So as promised, I won't buy anything before the show officially starts. I want to stay true to my word, do the right thing. But this booth I'm at right now, my gosh, has some super, super good stuff. This booth might be where I'm spending a lot of my time and money because it is gorgeous, gorgeous games. This whole area, which I have not pointed out yet, will be some of our tournament areas. You got little tournament stations down below. You got some of the bigger tournaments going on the big projector screens. And then this is freaking sick. On the big stage, on the beautiful giant LED walls, God, which I know are expensive, we got some awesome game shows going on later, and people, apparently, from what Chris tells me, freaking love these. Apparently, we are very close to being fully set up now, which I'm very curious to see how this feels Friday, which is technically the day that's usually slower, but I'm just curious to see how the crowds are compared to SoCal. It's felt so much different, you guys. I cannot express words how much more chill it's felt overall than SoCal, which take that as a good thing or a bad thing. It has felt so chill. Here's kind of a big wide shot, as much as I can get this camera to go wide, to show you guys what it looks like pretty much set up before we open the doors for the people to come in. This is all vendors and booth managers and all that stuff. So super quick question. For me, this has felt so much more chill. For you, what is the biggest difference between SoCal, vendor setup, layout, all that stuff? That's what Ricky manages. Yeah. This versus SoCal, what's the biggest difference?
The difference on this one is like, at SoCal, everyone comes in at once. So it's just a constant, like, it's just constant. But this one, it's like people coming in little waves, so it's kind of nice. I'm like, oh, I can stand up, I'll go over here.
So it's chiller for you on your end?
It's a little chiller.
How many booths versus, how many are at SoCal vendor booths do we have, and how many vendor booths do we have here?
Oh, shoot. That's a good question. I think we have 2 something here and like 3 something SoCal, I think. But you got to realize you have to take into account like other things too. So I don't know if that's the correct amount.
Good old Ricky. Quick, cut to the clip of Ricky doing the wrestling move again. Hey, look. He's dressed. I heard you've been friends with Chris for a long time.
Too long.
Tell me the real thoughts. Like, how much do you hate him?
That much.
All right, I figured out my new strategy. I'm just gonna walk up to a booth and just straight up offer him 10K. I'm not doing that for nothing. Ooh, look at this wall that's almost done being set up. A wall of CRTs. This is like freaking my dream, right? Oh, dude, you're working. Quiz time for the kids. What was the first Nintendo console ever made? Wrong. It was the Nintendo Color TV Game Block. Look how beautiful this TV Game 15 is. Beautiful, orange, spicy, wonderful color, wonderful graphics. Not really. Look at that. Nintendo right there. And this, oh, my puppy, my Nina, my nipples.
My poppy, my puppy, my poopy, my Nita, my nipple, SSS.
I actually don't really know any good info about it. Keith, who's editing this video, will you put up some information about it right here? Wow, look at that. That's some good information that you can tell all your friends to sound smart about Nintendo. They made playing cards back in the day too. All right, there's people starting to build up. Why are you the first person in line? What are you here for?
Retro World Expo.
Are you gonna buy stuff?
Yes.
You gonna buy stuff?
Probably.
You gonna buy stuff?
I'm gonna sell stuff.
Did you get rights from Nintendo to make this, dude?
They're deep in an email spam.
Oh, it'll happen. Okay.
Check it out.
That is actually like.
It's your Super NES boy.
That is awesome.
And if it's not enough.
Yes.
How about the Super Famicom boy?
Oh my gosh, those are amazing, dude. That's really cool. I'm really happy for you. By the way, I'm sending you a cease and desist from Nintendo. I work for them.
Oh shoot!
You gonna buy stuff?
I'm buying stuff.
Also, randomly, you kind of look like you'd be like related to my family for some reason.
Yeah, I know. We kind of do look like we would. But surprisingly, this is who I'm related to. This is redheaded.
So as you can see, they are starting to build the line for VIPs. It's really exciting, man. They're calling me on the walkie-talkie. Yeah, I'm okay. Hey, I appreciate you looking out for me. He's like, are you okay over there? This convention is about to open, baby. Let's check it out. Insert transition to open convention. This is not a sponsored section of a video. This is me shouting out one of my friends who does amazing freaking video game soundtracks on vinyl, Respawn Records. Look at this Mario 64 Power Star D Master by Respawn Records. This is the one I showed earlier. Unbelievably beautiful, totally rad, holy crap. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, music from the arcade game soundtrack, looking gorgeous, looking beautiful. R-Wing Odyssey, if you know, Star Fox. And this might be like one of the cooler ones. This is Shadows of Hyrule. Oh my mommy milkers Monino. Again, not sponsored. Hyrule will never sound so good. This thing, Hyrules. Check them out, respawnedrecords.com. You are immediately gonna notice their prices are super affordable. Dare I say, very shocking how cheap some of this stuff is. Even like their hoodies to support them are like 25 bucks. Super cool, super awesome. I'm just so thankful. They were really cool people too, really nice people. Awesome couple. They are so fun to hang out with. Let's show one more to show the beauty. Boom, oh my Magoojis. Oh my Magoojis. What's funny too is he asked how much to get a sponsorship through you, and I said, you know what, man? You're so awesome. Your company is so rad. Heck no. Oh, I love it. RespawnedRecords.com. Support them. Community's awesome. They're great people and make such cool freaking products. If you're into video games or music or soundtracks, this is right up everyone's alley. I feel like who's watching this show. I've been walking around for a while, and that booth that I saw earlier, as far as like games, is one of my favorites as far as selection for games. I want to see if I can make a big deal with them. Was I fibbing with 10,000? I don't know. Hopefully not. Let's see how much money I can spend here. And let's see if he wants to do a bulk deal, because that's the goal with spending that much money. Okay, I'm hiding out in my buddy's booth, but he did just say, I talked to that vendor off camera. I didn't want to put him on camera to ask for any sort of deals ever. But I was like, hey dude, if I buy a bunch of stuff, would you be willing to work out a deal? And he was like, absolutely, of course. Do you want to buy a lot from me? I will hook you up. So let's see what a lot is here. What do I need? About to find out. I mean, this is just my favorite type of stuff. Like original NES in the box, really clean. Just like clean, good titles too, like Dracula's 3, Lolo 2. And then over here is kind of where we get a little more spicy with like Batman Return of the Joker, Chippendale 2, Swamp Thing, Contra Force. Tons of good in-box games as well as over here. And then just beautiful titles over here as well. So I think I'm gonna dive in and just see how big of, I also don't want to clear them out completely where it doesn't have stock. But again, the place has been open for a while. Let me make that very clear. I am not getting first dibs. I am not that YouTuber. Insert Phoenix resale in my hand. Oh, I'm just kidding. Caleb, I love you. It's been about 20 seconds since you saw me, and I'm looking at Super Mario All-Stars, DuckTales in box, Strider in box, Super C in box, Little Nemo Dream Master in box, and Super Mario 2 in box. Okay, let's go for another 20 seconds. He's taking my first stack already back there. I added more. You got some? Yeah. Can I get Batman Return of the Joker? You got it. Contra Force, Kickmaster. Ooh, is that Contra Force cleaner? I'll let you check for me. I'll let you decide. If it's cleaner, I'll take the cleaner one. Yep, I'll take that one. Yep, I'll take the cleaner one. Thank you. Thank you for being honest. Metal Storm. Right there. I don't know what that is. And then, all right, I'll keep looking. And by the way, he's very reasonably priced. He's like right on price charting to be able to work some sort of deal. Unforceably, I want to very much reiterate that. I never want a vendor to feel like a deal has to be made because you ask, right? The ask is important, but it's also important to respect if there's a no. But he was more than happy, so let's keep shopping. Okay, I grabbed Kirby's Dream Course. Let's do, I like this Battletoads and Double Dragon. I'm a huge fan of that game too as well. What else do I want? Man, that Mega Man 7, I did not know how pricey that was. Good grief, Matilda. Really?
Yeah, Zelda right here. This is worse though.
Wow. Let's do that Yoshi story while we're there.
Yeah.
Actually, let's do this Zelda. That's beautiful. How about this Blackthorn right here? I want to make sure I pick up some for my personal Super Nintendo collection as well, since I'm buying in so much bulk. Let's do that Ogre Battle 64, and then that Conkers is great. Even the Beast War is under it.
It does have the blockbusters.
You know, that kind of makes it, you know what, I'm gonna stick to my word, the sticker makes it sicker, so I'm gonna go for it. Personal collection right here. I don't have Killer Instinct in the box yet. I have it loose. I do not have it complete in the box like this. This is gorgeous, one of my favorite games of all time. I was just playing it yesterday on arcade back there, so personal right here. Immediately after, another personal, Pilotwings 64. Such a fun game with a beautiful soundtrack. Pilotwings is such a sleeper title. I always say the Switch, we need to be making new, not porting it over, but bringing us a new Pilotwing game. We need it, absolutely. And why don't we have another Punch-Out game yet either on the Switch? Come on, really? I hadn't really been looking at GameCube yet, which is a big mistake because the world loves GameCube, including myself. Mario Party 7, oh absolutely, some Metroid, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, which I honestly didn't really like that much, but it's a great one for people. I'm gonna buy this one just because I somewhat like Sanrio stuff. I'm gonna say it straight up. Hello Kitty, meow. As I'm sitting here, watch him scan behind me. It's really cool. We actually got to talking quite a bit with his wife as well. And it's really cool when you support people that are just like really cool people as well. They've been nothing but like amazing people, and the conversations we've had while we're doing this off camera have been fantastic. So this is an ultimate win feeling in my book. Minus the number behind me. Let's see where we're at. So far, there's the number. So far. Oh gosh. We're at a little over 8,600. I'm gonna see if I can buy some like a couple big items instead of like $100 items. Like big. All big items. Spending $100 in video games is a lot of money. All right, he's scanning the last few items. He's gonna tell me what the number is. What it's at least, you know, he had it valued at right now. $10,280. I'm just kidding, I'm actually not buying anything. I just wanted to make it work. See you guys, have a good video. I would show you everything I bought, but it was just a nuts amount of items of CIB and really cool and unique items, just endless. And I did go with like, I'd say 90% cartridge-based stuff because that's what I know and love. That's my heart, is always gonna be cartridge stuff. Wow, I am just in shock and awe of what just transpired. Well, that got a little crazy a little quick. But we actually don't have a number yet. We're not gonna have a number for a while. His booth started to get really busy and I was like, hey dude, I'm not trying to hold up your business. I want you to make money as much as you can, as fast as you can. I'll come back to you later, maybe even the next day. And by then, also at the same time, when I have the number of what I paid and what I'm gonna be paying him, I can tell you guys my final thoughts on Retro World Expo versus SoCal Gaming Expo, what I think is different, what I think is better, and what aspects. Who knows, we'll find out then. But for now, whoa, that was crazy. And now I'm excited to keep shopping. Well, I should probably do my job and like help run the expo for a little bit because it's busy right now and I'm buying games.
Wow, you're an idiot.
8,500 smackaroonies is what I paid. That's right. And the total originally was like 10,200 something, but paying 8,500 out the door is what I did. Again, doing big bundle bulk deals are a little crazy, but super fun. I'm excited to support more vendors tomorrow. Probably not that much money, but to support more will be awesome running the show. Now, Retro World versus SoCal. Now, it is only the end of day one, so I can only speak for the certain day that today is, which is Friday. That was a weird way to say that, but what I learned is the same thing we were speaking throughout the entire day. just a different pace. I would say for a Friday, which are always slower days at shows, around the same amount of people probably came in, but at a such slower pace. SoCal was one big giant Taco Bell dump diarrhea, and I'd say Retro World was more of like a slow tinkle of like chicken McNuggets with fries, just that style of a poop that's at a much more solid pace that isn't flourishing all at once. So in the end, it was the same amazingness. I'd say SoCal probably did have more people come through the door, but in the end, just two different lifestyles of life. California, y'all are wild. We need to slow down. No, maybe not. I like it. I like it all. You guys are the best. Thanks for supporting so many things. You guys are awesome. Thank you, vendors. Thank you for people. Thank you for all of you for watching. I don't know why any of you watch when I meet you guys. It's like, why are you watching me? I'm so stupid. I just made a reference to something I'm passionate about with poop. Subscribe for more.